a lot of inkers have a little top thing.
Yeah, my name's Mike Skiver. I've been in the tattoo industry over 30 some years. A friend of mine, Untitled, suggested to me several years ago about nobody was collecting on the scale that he was of tattooing history, and I wound up turning into a Frankenstein. I got carried away, and the good thing about it is it allowed me to be part of this industry when I'm really a hard time getting around, because people come to me about the history of tattooing and a little bit of knowledge. Hopefully it's all correct. I try to make it as correct as possible. But you know, it's hard for me to do interviews without using adjectives, but I'm working on it. And my wife and I are sole owners of a private tattoo museum. We only give private viewings. Bert Grimm had many very good tattooers here in St. Louis. He had E.D. Horton working here, Earl Brown, Fay. A lot of tattoo history in St. Louis. And I've been able to collect a few pieces. A little more than my share, I'm sure, but you can see how nice. This stuff is actually over 70 years old, I'm showing you right now. From the 1940s. I have a newspaper article from Post-Dispatch 1944 showing some of these images in the newspaper. Here's some of the images out of the collection of Bert Grimm's from the 1940s here in St. Louis. And this is from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Now this is the 1920s, and it's similar to what was called a Charlie Wagner machine, but a smaller scale of it. And to show people that things really have not changed, look at this. He even has a spring steel to hold the needle bar back in place, which nowadays most of us, they use coil machines, use rubber bands. There's really nothing new in this industry. What I'm fixing to show you next is from 1929 and 1930, tattoo machines made out of doorbells. And that's essentially what a coil tattoo machine is, a doorbell. It's electromagnetic, and you don't change a wheel from being round to square. These work great. A lot of ladies have heard of Pond's cold cream. This is called milk glass jar from the 40s. And this is pure pigment in it. And this is how they made their pigment. They took pure pigment and mixed it with some other things. I'm not giving lessons on that. But get an idea of what they stored their pigments in. There's some small cold cream ones where they'd keep their pigment in. This is a little easier for handling it. And back then they actually used a thing called an acetate stencil. There's one up in here. Of course you can't see it real good unless I put something behind it.
Oh my God.
And that's how they put their stencils on. They put a little carbon on there, black powder, and would touch the skin with it and never wipe it because it would go away. Anyway, this is a coil machine made out of doorbells, 1929. Powered by a very early Lionel train transformer. He needed something to reduce the voltage down, so it run on 7, 8, 12 volts and more 12.
This is how you know a lot of different engravers. I noticed many elongated corner engravers that